Right now, let's get some Sleaze with Fram.
Got a little update for you, Barnes. Will Smith has broken his silence about that bombshell dropped by Jada Pinkett Smith about their marriage. He sent an email to the New York Times saying the revelations, quote, kind of woke him up, adding that Jada was more resilient, clever, and compassionate than he'd understood. When you've been with someone for more than half of your life, a sort of emotional blindness sets in. He wrote to the Times. It's kind of interesting that he sent them an email. And you can all too easily lose your sensitivity to their hidden nuances and subtle beauties. Well, here's something extra. Jay Shetty from the On Purpose podcast reading a letter from Will Smith sharing his feelings about Jada. Listen to this.
If I had read this book 30 years ago, I definitely would have hugged you more. I'll start now. Welcome to the Authors Club. I love you endlessly. Now go get some Merlot and take a rest.
Sounds just like Will. I thought it was him.
Talking to each other through other people, which is kind of what they're doing. So now wait, there's a part 3. She now is reacting to his kind message.
He know I can't have no Merlot. That's beautiful. That's why I can't divorce that joker.
Man, she is getting, and they are getting so much press. It blows me away.
Last Thursday's Kansas City Chiefs Denver Broncos game on Prime drew an audience of 13.83 million. To put that in perspective, Barnes, that is up 57% versus last year's game. Of course, Taylor Swift was in the house, which could account for the 29% rise to 303,000 in the female younger demo, 18 to 24, versus the last 4 Thursday night football games.
Everybody in the NFL having firsts, like historic firsts, because of all this Taylor stuff. But I take you back to 2 weeks ago, Jim Nantz had a first when it was an actual game she wasn't at.
Welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. In case you're wondering, 7 words I thought would never leave my lips in my career. What are they? Taylor Swift is not at the game.
That's a first for you.
I've never said that before.
She is disrupting the world.
This was sort of interesting. You know, they have been out all over the weekend. You know, the SNL after party, then another date, photos all over the place, and apparently they were all over each other, openly, didn't care. But this is ironic. A source said that at one point, Travis Kelce actually told her security guard he could step aside, like he'd take it from here. Whoa. Because, you know, she travels with security people, but he's like, I got this.
But is he really trained for the real problems? That's great for photo ops, but when the real problem goes down, dude catches footballs. The other guy kills people.
I don't know. He's a big guy.
I know, but still.
He can tackle.
Well, no, he's the one getting tackled, Fram. So he's used to getting tackled.
Oh, this is such an interesting relationship. Hey, Britney Spears released a trailer for her upcoming book. I know you're going to read it, right, Barnes?
I might.
The Woman in Me. Yeah. Britney will only read a portion of the audio version because actress Michelle Williams does the rest. That was a big story over the weekend. I didn't know that Michelle Williams was friends with Britney, but now she's going to actually do the audio version.
What the hell else does Britney have to do that she can't be the own voice of her audiobook?
Yeah, I would actually like to hear her reading it, but she does do the opening. So.
Well, but then, I mean, seriously, what does she do besides play with knives and post funky? Let's take a little bit of that TikTok time away and maybe you voice your own memoir. But what about, have you seen the trailer? She didn't even want to voice the trailer, so there's no voice at all. It's just text.
I saw that, and I did see that Sam, I guess her on-again, off-again husband, I can't remember if they're still together.
Who knows?
He actually came out and said he was proud of her, so we'll see.
But voice your stuff. Less Instagram, a little more work.
Chris Evans, off the market, ladies. He's officially confirmed that he is indeed married. At a recent New York Comic-Con panel, he showed off his ring and shared that he actually had 2 wedding ceremonies with his wife, Alba Batista.
A little more personal stuff. I got married. Thank you. And it was Yeah, it was really, really great.
It was really nice. Now, he tied the knot in a private ceremony at their home in Massachusetts. A lot of his pals were there, fellow Marvel stars, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Jeremy Renner, all there for his wedding, kept very, very secret.
People are down on Marvel. You're hearing it. You heard it in that interview with our Marvel expert.
Yeah.
I
think it's too much.
And this movie, there's so much on the line for this The Marvels movie that's coming out. If that thing does not do well at the box office, be curious to hear what the talkers are saying then.
It's almost like they're watering down the franchise.
Could be.
Tom Cruise supposedly has a clause in his movie contracts that says his likeness can't be used to create merchandise, including toys and video games. Because, that would just be huge. Merch for any movie is, but no. How do you think this is going to go over, Barnes? Netflix is going to open brick and mortar stores offering retail, dining, and live entertainment related to their shows and movies.
What?
Yeah, the first one will open in 2025. It's so interesting that brick and mortar stores are going away and Netflix is now going to open brick and mortar stores. I guess they're going to be themed around their shows and movies.
They should open them in old Blockbuster stores. But yes, is it going to be like a Planet Hollywood? It's
going to
be
so interesting.
Themed, but that's always changing too. That seems a little early for that.
Wonder if there'll be one in Atlanta where a lot of movies are filmed. We'll see.
Now you see what your raised subscription is going to. Then now they want stores. Nobody wanted stores. Now they want stores.
Tributes are pouring out for Suzanne Summers. So many of her friends and, colleagues are opening up, calling her a true icon. Goldie Hawn, Adam Carolla. A lot of people she was friends with. So sad.
Yeah, she made $300 million plus on that Thighmaster.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Man.
That was huge, but I had no idea in the fitness craze because remember, Jane Fonda was into all of that.
Yeah, she got into it early, but man, what an icon. If you think of all those sitcom icons of our time, she is definitely up there.
I'm so curious about Oscar nominations, and I just saw this. Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer continues to perform strongly at the box office. Internationally now, $618.3 million. Worldwide, $942 million. That's pretty big for that drama. I mean, we know Barbie is over $1 billion, but pretty good for Oppenheimer. It's got to have a lot of Oscar nominations. We'll see.
Well, you know what's not getting an Oscar nomination?
Tell me.
Taylor Swift.
No, it can't. I know. And you told me why the other day.
It's some rule about
that's not like a movie.
It can't just basically be your home movie about your day. It's basically the summary of it. So she's not eligible even for a documentary because it's too promotional. I believe that the Oscars people believe.
Well, the Swifties won't be happy about that.
Oh no, get over it.
Okay, there's a new weight loss drug. I had to bring this up because we have to ask Queen if he knows about it. Because he is in, the medical profession. It's called tirzepatide.
Tirzepatide?
Extremely effective for weight loss, more weight than even with Ozempic. The drug is pending FDA approval for weight loss, but available as a diabetes treatment. They keep using these diabetes drugs for weight loss. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is scary because those people who want the quick fix just get right on it.
I know.
There's someone I know from high school who I see on Facebook, lives in another city, whatever. They've lost, I believe, over 200 pounds.
What?
Taking one of those drugs. I don't know which one, but wow. I mean, how is that even good on your system? I know it's good in the end for your health, but the question is, can you maintain it?
I think the maintenance is the thing that I'm really curious about once you get off the drug.
Or you have to stay on the drug.
Jelly Roll and Leonard Skinner joining forces, a duet at ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville Friday. Performance accompanied by a surprise gift. Yes, they gave Jelly Roll the late Gary Rossington's guitar, which is unbelievable. He's like, I don't know if you know it or not, but the greatest rock and roll band in the history of music came from Jacksonville, Florida. I don't think they're the greatest Southern rock band. I think they're the greatest rock band in the history of music. And there he was singing right next to Ricky Medlock and Johnny Van Zant. Wow.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll's hitting every genre.
Getting some gifts. That guy seems really cool. That documentary is great on Hulu.
We have to have Jelly on. And that, Barnes, is your Celebrity Sleaze.